Andy Serkis, the godfather of motion capture performance, is directing a new Mowgli movie. Let's see how it is. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Netflix's Mowgli Legend of the Jungle, directed by Andy Serkis, the godfather of motion capture. The cast includes Rohan Chand as Mowgli, Andy Serkis as Baloo, Christian Bale as Bagheera, Cate Blanchett as Kaa, and Benedict Cumberbatch as Shere Khan. In this film, it has nothing to do with the Disney film. It's straight out of Rudyard Kipling's novel. Mowgli, a young man cub in the jungle, meets and comes across these pack of wolves along with Bagheera and Baloo and all these animals, and Mowgli has to try to figure out, is he a man cub or is he part of the wolf pack? Because the evil tiger Shere Khan, voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch, is out to kill Mowgli after a past with him killing his parents, and so Mowgli has to become the leader, take down Shere Khan. I really enjoyed the original Disney classic, The Jungle Book, in 1967. The original animated film was very cheerful and fun, but until Disney in 2016 decided to make The Jungle Book into live action, and Jon Favreau absolutely did a fantastic job directing that movie, and I would say that is the best adaptation of The Jungle Book. And so when I found out Andy Serkis was going to be directing a Mowgli story, I was pretty excited. The trailer caught my attention until many of the news articles came out that this film wasn't going to be a theatrical release. It was going straight to Netflix. I was like, okay, this could be something terrible. And this is not Andy Serkis' directorial debut. He directed Breathe with Andrew Garfield in 2017, so this is his second directed film. Being the king of motion capture, seeing him start his career as Gollum in Lord of the Rings, and just transfer over to Caesar, to King Khan, playing all these iconic voice capture and performance characters, and him directing this film is the best part of Mowgli Legend of the Jungle. I had a blast watching Mowgli Legend of the Jungle. This movie's so dark, so mysterious, and just so adventurous, and I thought Andy Serkis did a great job. The best part about this movie is the visual effects, the motion capture performances by all of the cast members in this movie. All of the motion capture work to these animals is flawless. It looks absolutely spectacular. All the animals with the sweats, the running, and the feeling of realness, like you're in the jungle. Not as good as the Disney live-action Jungle Book, where I felt like I was watching real animals on screen. It did look like CGI, but the motion capture performance is what's the best part of this film. All these actors are so good in this film. Christian Bale as Bagheera was fantastic. Cate Blanchett as Kaa was such a great voice. I loved Cate Blanchett's voice as Kaa, even more than Scarlett Johansson. Andy Serkis as Baloo, a much more intense Baloo than Bill Murray, but still, Andy Serkis, he's just great as any motion capture performance. And of course, we got to talk about the main antagonist, Shere Khan, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, who was my favorite in this film. I can't decide which one is better. Who's a better villain? I mean, Idris Elba was so good as Shere Khan in the Disney live-action film, but Benedict Cumberbatch's voice in this film was more intense and more scary, and they're both scary adaptations of Shere Khan. Shere Khan in this movie is menacing. In my personal opinion, I still prefer Idris Elba, but still Benedict Cumberbatch does a great job in the role. And funny fact, if you're a big Star Trek fan, Khan! All the shots look absolutely gorgeous of the jungle and the waterfalls and the man village as well. They really do capture Rudyard Kipling's novels into perfection in this film, and the whole storytelling through visual effects is absolutely breathtaking. This is not the Disney version of The Jungle Book. There's no bare necessities. There's no songs in this movie. It's straight out of the novels. It's a lot darker. There is a lot of violent action sequences in this film, and yeah, There's some blood, and it does get pretty intense in some scenes, so it's not rated R, but still take that into precaution. It does feel a little uncomfortable to watch these Disney characters just say things and fight sometimes. It's not even a great film, it's just a solid, fun film. Now, there are some issues with this movie. I had a big issue with Mowgli in this film. While I did love the live action Mowgli, this Mowgli is a little too intense. Not to say that Rohan Chand gave a terrible performance. He gave a great performance. I think he overacts a little too much in this film. I didn't really like the writing decisions with Mowgli in this film. He says some things that are just despicable, and you're trying to find a reason to root for him, and I wasn't really fully rooting for Mowgli in this film in some certain scenes. Really good with the character interactions, just some part of the writing could have been better fixed. The final battle really is resolved quickly, and it just is hollow. Like, I wanted more. The way the film ends just kind of goes like that, and it kind of shows you stuff, but you're not really invested into it. Like, I felt really invested into the final action scene in 2016's Jungle Book. That final battle was so intense with Shere Khan and Mowgli. In this film, they show you some awesome stuff, but they didn't dive into it too much with some certain points. There's a lot of lulls in certain scenes that aren't quickly resolved, and when one situation does get resolved, it has another one, and it's kind of confusing. And the other films did it better, but it's not that big of an issue. In the end, guys, Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle is a fun time. I really enjoyed this new, darker adaptation of Andy Serkis's directing with the motion capture and all that. I prefer the original animated film and the live action film more than this film, but still, really solid film from Netflix, and it did take some daring risks that I appreciated. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle a 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is a solid flick. Check it out on Netflix. Alright guys, those were my thoughts on Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle. What were your guys' thoughts on this movie? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!